Hi and welcome to the Class 37 Diaries for August 2025. Hope this finds everybody well. We've got 8 37s working trains for you this month. I did see more at the Greatest Gathering, but I've not included those. So we've got a couple of test train workings, a couple of rail tool workings and a scrap drag for you this month. Alrighty then, so let's get the month underway. So first up we have 37407 Blackpool Tower, seen here at Spondon just outside Derby, working one of the rail tours that ran after the Greatest Gathering, ferrying people back up to Chesterfield. I hung around after the event. I was knackered. Well, I mean, what an event that was for everyone that went. My feet were killing me, but I couldn't miss the 37 working, so even though I had a 3.5 hour plus drive home, I hung around for it, and it was well worth the wait. As you'll see here, she was fully open as she went through Spondon, to all of the delight of the others that had hang on to see it as well. So yeah, a really cracking loco this one, lovely stock, and yeah, sounded great. Cracking way to start the month. Awesome stuff, told you it was good. Right, next up we have good old reliable 37800 Cassiopeia, seen here in the Reading area, well just outside Reading closely, doing another scrap run. Seems to be all it does these days, as there's so many units going for scrap. This was another pair of 466s. No real connection for me with these units, but I do appreciate them. I'm more sad about the 455s because they are one of my local units, but this was a pair of 466s, so yeah, on their way to Newport on their final journey. No real noise from the 37 on this one, but as always, any 37 is a good 37 on the main line, so can't complain too much. Okay, let's move on to our first pairing of the month this time, and it's 37668 and 37516 Loch Leyden, both out for West Coast Railway Company. The pair are seen here in the Midlands working a rail tour that ran from Dorridge to Shrewsbury and back. This was quite an exceptional working because it was one of those rare occasions where the 37s were working T&T on a tour, and they were both in multi, so they were both powering, and as you'll see from this pass, it was absolutely phenomenal. Full thrash. I've left a long introduction on this one because you could hear them for miles in the distance. I just wish we could get more workings like this, but we get them when we can, and I'm always grateful. Fantastic. Okie dokie, right then, next up we have 37219, John T. Jarvis, and 37254, Cardiff Canton. Seen here at silly o'clock in the morning in my usual favourite position, aka the MCT Trains back garden, to bring you my monthly test train. Fantastic pass here. It's always better when it's coming out of town because it comes off the junction. We get it about half an hour earlier and it going in, and it's always slowing down for the junction, so the one out is always the better one. They usually open up almost level with the house, if not before, as you've seen here. Fantastic pairing as always. These two always do look good. Always like the old reliable workhorses, I think, but yeah, brilliant stuff, great to see, and yeah, another cracking pass. Brilliant stuff. Right, that brings us on to our final pairing of the month for the August 37 Diaries, and that was 37057, Barbara Arbron, and 37116. Seen here in the north, working the crew to crew monthly test train. Great pairing, these two. I don't know if it's just me, but I think 37116 definitely sounds louder than I've ever noticed before, whether it's had some maintenance or something done to it, but I always had that one down as quite a quieter one, or one of the more subdued ones, but lately when I've seen it, it's been really, really good, so I'm all chuffed for that. But yeah, great pairing, these two, great working this one, lovely noise as they left, and a really good way to end the month. Can't ask for much more than that. Thanks guys. Well, that's another month in the history books, so that's August 2025 done and dusted. Great month. Highlights for me were definitely 37407, working that charter after the Greatest Gathering. As I say, I was knackered, but didn't matter how knackered I was, that was still an epic move to see. And also the top and tail in multi 37s on that tour, the West Coast Railway ones, fantastic stuff. All the rest were great, but they stood out for me for this month. Thanks everyone so much for watching. As always, I always say it every month. The next diary will be for September 2025, and that will release on Friday the 3rd of October at 5 o'clock. Hope you can join me for that one. Remember, if you have Facebook, to go on and search MCT Trains and give the page a like and a follow. Loads of extra stuff on that. But anyway, have a great month, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers guys!